Hello, and welcome back to Foos Entertainment for my review of a film that unfortunately I did not have in physical media for reasons that I do not agree with, and that is 2024's Argyle. Are we talking about the plot of the film, the world's opinion of the film, my opinion of the film, talking about the Fandango box office, because that's actually what it is. 4K, which is I was trying to say Dolby Cinema sound and audio presentation the film has, and giving the film a ranking. All right. Spy author Ellie Conway writes best-selling espionage novels about a secret agent named Argyle who's on a mission to unravel a global spy syndicate. However, when the plots of her books start to mirror the covert actions of a real-life spy organization, the line between fiction and reality begin to blur. All right. Argyle. The world's opinion of Argyle. This has been looked at from most people in society is one of the top three, if not the worst movie of 2024. They say that the plot is too silly, too unrealistic. The flow of the film falls short. They don't use the characters correctly. People saw the twists of the film coming a little too quickly. They say that the overall feel of the movie is off. They say a lot of bad things about this film. They really do. They butchered this movie. But it does have actually a pretty decent score on Rotten Tomatoes. In fact, let's find out, because we know it's going to take me not much time at all to go ahead and defend this movie, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Argyle Rotten Tomatoes score. All right, never mind. I guess it had a very poor score on Rotten Tomatoes as well, because it had a 33% score, which is very sad. Very, very, very sad. So that just tells you a lot of people did not like this movie at all. Now, my opinion is going to be very, very different. In fact, I might actually be the only person on YouTube that will defend this movie. I am going to shock all of you right now. I'm going to shock all of you. As far as action movies are concerned, or as far as really any movies are concerned in 2024, and I hope that I get respect for saying this, but I'm going to say it because it's my opinion. Argyle is my favorite movie of 2024. It's my favorite film. Now, I'll be very quick in explaining why. My job is a very stressful job. I protect people for a living. I quite literally protect people for a multi-billion-dollar company. Every day, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, sometimes more. And when I need to escape from reality, I really need to escape. I'm also a very romantic person at heart. And when I saw Argyle in IMAX, over at the IMAX theaters, I was blown away from this with this movie. This movie gave me everything I wanted. It gave me action. It gave me style. It gave me fantasy. It gave me romance. It gave me espionage. It gave me all the wonderful things I love about my favorite genre. If you guys haven't figured out, my favorite genre actually is not horror films, although I am kind of looked at mostly on YouTube, is the horror suspense thriller guy. I have reviewed probably 300, if not more, horror films in my time on Foos Entertainment. But my favorite genre is actually spy espionage thrillers. I love spy films. That's my favorite genre. Always has been. And so this gave me everything I wanted and everything that I was looking for. I went into this film knowing it was going to be silly, it's going to be unrealistic, and you know what? That's what I wanted. And that's where I suggest that you give Argyle another watch and look at this film not as a serious movie to be taken seriously. Take a look at this film as pure fun, pure action, and pure escapism from reality. And if you go ahead and look at the film like that for what it is, which is kind of like a satire, the film actually plays out quite well to being a very enjoyable film. And then a lot of people just didn't do that with Argyle. They kind of looked at this film thinking it's going to be something that it wasn't. People, before the movie came out, people mentioned this was like Romance in the Stone, but a spy film version of it. What that applies is that Henry Cavill is not the main character of the film. And even the trailers of the movie, even the teaser of the film kind of told you that. But people just took this film a little too differently from what it actually was. I think that had a lot to do with why people don't like the movie. So I would definitely recommend watching it again with fresh eyes and perspective, because it's actually a very good film. It's especially really good to watch it with your spouse, because it kind of goes well with Valentine. It has like this Valentine's Day theme going on with it. Perfect Valentine's movie, I might add. Now let's go ahead and talk about the audio and video. Just like anything else on Fandango, although it does have perfect specifications to what the film was in theaters. I mean, you have it exactly the way it was in theaters. You would actually have it in Dolby Cinema. You had the whole Dolby Cinema experience on Fandango. But you do have to turn the volume up a little bit. You have to turn it up about 5 to 10 knots to get the full experience. I recommend 5 or 6 knots to get it. But the Dolby Vision plus HDR10 is awesome in this movie. It's phenomenal. Reference quality, I might add. The Dolby Atmos, again, you have to turn it up. But once you turn it up to the level that's going to give you the experience that you're looking for, the film does actually have a pretty good, solid Dolby Atmos sound presentation. I can definitely tell you that. So, yeah. Now ranking. For me, personally, my ranking, not the world's ranking, my ranking, I think that Argyle is actually a perfect movie. I love this film. I will defend this movie. I have no problem defending this movie, and people having a problem with it. I'm sorry. I am not going to dish on this movie. I think it's a perfect movie. So it gets 4 stars for me. It gets a perfect score. And that's all I got to say about Argyle. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time for whatever themeology I do next. I'm thinking I might just do an action film themeology. I want to look at a few things before I do others. So be very interesting to see what I do next. But until then, I hope you enjoyed all the spy films that I reviewed. And I'll see you guys next time.